Hello, my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If you're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be diving into the energy of exactly what is it that you are currently manifesting. I am going to be shuffling for you guys live because that allows me to channel to my full capacity. Love doing that for you. There are 3 different messages for you to choose from. Allow yourself to sit with each of the messages, each of the cards, allowing yourself to be drawn to whichever one resonates with you the most. And I will meet you at your timestamps. Before we go into these readings further, I do want to invite you guys to check out BehatiLove Notes. It's something similar to a Patreon. It's pretty much where I shuffle and channel for my smaller collective there regularly, pouring into them to help guide them through the ups and the downs every day. And then also I pull the astrology charts and give astrological breakdowns to help them to plan, to understand, to pivot, to manifest with the stars. So if that's something that's interesting to you and something that would be beneficial to you, then definitely check it out. It's like having me BFF Jess in your pocket at all times. Okay? So this is message number 1 of what it is that you are manifesting. This is message number 2 of what you are currently manifesting. And this is message 3 of what is that you're currently manifesting. Again, I'm going to meet you at your timestamp. All right, my loves, if you chose the first pile, this is your reading. We have the Tower card reversed, the Man card, and we have the Mask. So really interesting. First things first, intuitively, I'm getting this image of these fingers going like this. And when I see this, I'm getting the image of a lock. And along with that, I feel the words locked in. Why this feels significant and symbolic is because it feels like back in the day when people would say, you know, your word is bond, like you wouldn't switch up on your words. You would, like, if you say that you're going to do something, that is your word. That's your promise, and you're not going to go back on that. The highest thing that you could ever have is your word. So this just feels like a really strong level of commitment, even though it's almost as giving pinky promise. The spirit is showing like this is the highest word, the highest promise, the highest level of commitment. So someone here may really be manifesting a relationship that is heavily committed, or something that is a promise, like a destined promise leading into my next way that this energy is coming through. I feel like for someone here, the message, the thing that it is that you're manifesting has a lot to do with divine timing, and how when something is meant to show up in your life, it will not arrive too early. It won't arrive too late. It always arrives right on time, divine timing specifically. I feel that this is something that you may have experienced delays with or challenges with in the past, but it was because it just simply was not time. I am getting a really strong feeling from these cards that even with this Mask here, and this Tower card, which in the Lenormand deck, which is the deck that I'm shuffling from, this doesn't represent, the Tower card in this deck doesn't represent surprises or unexpected developments or not red tape. It doesn't represent like dismantling, like dismantling energy. It actually represents like corporations, things that are unmovable, red tape. So when it's reversed in this situation, I feel like something is, or a person here, masculine energy, is coming through free now after a moment of being away, after being, if you hear my baby in the background, she's playing, after being away, after being off limits, out of touch, out of reach. What you are manifesting is closeness with this person, connection with this person, realness with this person. I'm also feeling that if there are blockages, resistance, barriers in your life, those things are now actively falling away, and you're going to be able to see and understand why it had to happen the way that it did. You're going to have greater transparency and greater understanding of why it had to happen the way that it did. I also feel like if someone has made a promise to you, you're going to be able to manifest. Someone here might have, it's almost like truth serum. You might see that this person is revealing themselves in full transparency in a way that you have never seen before. I'm also seeing that for someone here, you're manifesting an actual relationship, like a person who you will be deeply involved with, that is authentic, genuine, uncompromising on their integrity. It's almost giving Capricorn energy, very much giving Capricorn energy, or Taurus, like a Taurian nature. So really, really interesting. That's someone that you can deeply, deeply count on. Someone very, very stable. Someone very, very supportive, encouraging. Let me look at this card here and see. We have Six of Cups. So interesting. Someone here from the past, you might be reconciling with them. Someone from the past might be coming through. But I don't want to sleep on the fact, no pun intended, that we have this bear energy here. And when the bear shows up, to me, again, it shows strength. It shows power. It shows primal instinct. And it also shows energy that feels like it retreated. So something here could have been off limits to you. Something that it could be a person's personality, intention, true colors, true character, was something that was lying dormant. And now you are manifesting the revelation. There's going to be a reveal of this person, either their character or their presence in your life. You may have been completely disconnected, unable to see this person. So for someone here, this could actually really be a marriage potential, a really strong marriage potential. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me shuffle and pull on this a little bit further. This, what I feel that you are manifesting is someone who is deeply bonded, deeply committed to a relationship, to the truth, to a project, like a passion, something that they're just locked in on. It's unmoving. Six of Wands. Ace of Cups. And interesting with the Ace of Cups reversed. Yep. Interesting with the Page of Wands reversed. This is energy that doesn't fizzle out or fizzle away. It's not moved by emotion. You know when someone, again, like they're fickle, they kind of change, their emotions kind of change with the tide. So if they promised that they were going to do something, or if you promised that you were going to do something, and then all of a sudden you kind of like, I'm not feeling it anymore. They kind of fizzle out. I do not get a sense of this. I don't feel like that's what you're manifesting. I feel like this is someone really showing up, Six of Wands, showing up through thick and through thin to, I don't say save the day, but to fulfill that promise. Like I said, I was going to be here, so of course I'm coming. This is someone who you can just simply count on. It's giving Tauran energy. It's giving Capricorn energy. I can count on you. I can count on them. This could, I really am getting a strong sense that this is a relationship. I don't feel like this is Seven of Cups. I don't feel like this is a business or anything else. I think, or you, I think that this is a person. I think this is a relationship with a person. 7, the energy of 7 here as well. You may need to lock in, literally lock in, on what you want, what you deserve, what you need, what you will and will not accept. Why? Because I feel like this person is going to ask you. In the past, if you've had relationships in the past where people are kind of like, oh, I don't know what I want, I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing where life takes me. You know, there's like people who are like that. No shade, but this person, this type of energy does not go by that. They are like, I need you to tell me like what you need. Like, I need you to tell me what you want. There is no, go with the flow here. And sometimes, like in this situation, it works because it's whatever you commit yourself to and whatever this person promises, locks in on, they're in it for life. This is how this energy is coming through, is like, this is genuinely like, this person is with me for life. This is someone who, how their energy is coming through, it's like, if there's conflict, they're not the ones to walk away. They're not the ones to get emotional or overreact. They need to work through. Like, you don't get to, they're the type of person that's like, you can be mad, but we're going to work through this. And that can be tough if you're so used to people in the past being, overly emotional or reactive and swinging, but it's honestly what you need. Like, I don't want to tell you what you need, but that's what it's giving. It's something that you really benefit. And I was going to use that word, beneficial. Like, it benefits you. It's a relationship, and I'm going to stand on 10 toes here and just, it's giving relationship. I would really be surprised, and I feel like I would be forcing it to try to fit this in any other category. I'm not going to try and force it. This is giving relationship. It could be a best friend that just stands the test of time, and I'm seeing cycles like all the seasons, next season. So it's year after year after year after year. This person does not change. And that is a good thing. That their character, who they say they are is who they are. What they say they want is what they want. What you ask for is what you get. It's really stable. Very, very stable. Not changing. So my advice to you is to know yourself now. Because this person knows themselves. And if you have any fear or blockages or game playing, like if you're so accustomed to playing games with people and in order to get what you want, throw that out the window now. Because this person is, I don't say too good to be true. They are the real deal. And when you find a person like this, you don't let them go. All right. So, wow. Love this reading. I really love this reading. Again, if this is something that poured into you, definitely check out BehatiLove Notes. That is one of the many platforms that I pour into my collective there. The links for that will be down below. And now I'm going to move on to message 2. All right, my loves, if you chose the second message, this is what you're manifesting. Let's see, shall we? Oh my gosh, you got the cross. Now, why I'm saying oh my gosh so early is because I just heard do what's easy. Like, do what's easy, do what's right. That's so funny. The bear. The sickle. Or scythe. This was reversed. What are you manifesting? You're manifesting levity. It's so interesting that it's coming through with heaviness, though. So the cross in the Lenormand deck actually signifies like great burden, like emotional burden, grief, depression. And then the bear represents the strength of that grief. But I really get a strong sense that this is what's being cut out. And I want to tell you, wow, Spirit is speaking. I want to tell you that a lot of times people don't realize how much they're emotionally carrying until it's removed off of their shoulders. I need to tell you about, you know, when people knock on the door, they go door to door and they're just like, hi, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? That's what I feel like I'm giving right now, so please don't click out. But way back in the day, I went to an intuitive, a really respected intuitive that is no longer alive. And she read my energy and she was just like, I don't even understand, you know, the feelings of sadness, depression that is on your spirit right now. Like, you are carrying this, but you would never know. And she said, go to the Archangel Michael shrine. And I said, where is that? She said, Tarpon Springs. I said, bet. My mom, she said, go on Tuesday. It just happened to be a Tuesday. And go and pray at the shrine and ask for these specific things, whatever the burdens of your heart. At the time, it was my relationship with my dad. It was really, really weighing so heavily on me. I could never process it, could never understand. I didn't even know how to unpack it. I was so young. And it just was always with me in the room, always heavy on my heart. I go to the shrine and I just sat there, quiet, and just closed my eyes and began to pray. I don't even realize how much time went on, but I really lost myself in that prayer and I started crying. By the time I opened up my eyes, I looked around, everyone was gone. My mom wasn't there anymore. The people that were there, the nun that normally sits there at the shrine, everybody was gone. 3:33 on the clock, by the way. I picked myself up, I go outside, my mom's waiting for me, and she was like, you know, I was just about to go in there and check in on you and make sure that you were good. I had no concept of time, and when the sun hit my face, when I walked out of that shrine, I literally felt a weight lift off of my shoulders. And it sounds so cliche, it sounds so lame, but it was the truth, and I had no idea the emotional burden that I was carrying. After that, like a stream of events happened, like a string of bing, 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 bing. Life changed in ways that was so miraculous. And my father and I were able to work on our relationship. Now, I say all this to tell you that this weight of this pressure that seems heavy on the shoulders, the responsibility on your chest, the heaviness in your heart, it's about to lift. If you are experiencing this, and again, I didn't start this, you know, you guys know how I am. Well, if you don't know, you're about to know. And make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Shameless self-plug. No, but seriously though. I typically don't know what direction Spirit pulls me in when I'm doing these readings. And I didn't start this to tell you about the Archangel Michael Shrine, but I am going to start and tell you about the Archangel Michael Shrine. I didn't believe it. I was very skeptical in my spiritual journey at that time. Again, I was very, very young and was always really intense with my spiritual practice, which makes a lot of sense because that's just who I am as a person, but it changed everything. If this is something that could benefit you, I would really strongly look into the Archangel Michael Shrine. It's actually one of the top website clicks on my website for years, and my website has been out for 10 years. People go looking for it. People look for miracles. It is truly miraculous. It was not something that I created. The story of it is up on my website and on their website. Also, you could do a Google search. If you don't trust me and don't believe me, that's fine. I don't blame you. There's a bunch of scammers out here in the world. So I don't blame you for having a strong level of not only discernment, but self-protection from self-preservation, you know. But look up the St. Michael Shrine in Tarpon Springs, around the Greek sponge docks, and if you can go and visit, do it, but you don't have to because there's a prayer. The prayer is available on my website, and it's also available on their website. I'll put the links to that down below. But what I'm trying to tell you is what you are manifesting is relief and levity. The way that I'm seeing it is not through you experiencing that yet. I'm seeing it through the lens of the burden on the heart right now. The reason why it's important, that Spirit is showing me, the reason why it's important for me to experience it through your heartache and through your depression and through your grief, or through the responsibility, through the weight of this, is because when you're in it, there is nothing in you that says, I can get out. And someone needs to sit with you in the burden so that it actually becomes a tangible evidence that this will turn, that the tide will turn, regardless of how many fucking years, pardon my French, it will turn. It will. It will. Someone here, this could also represent taxes. It's the weight, the pressure of something just pushing down. It could be financial burden. It could be poverty. Not something that you have attracted, but something that you are digging yourself out of. I don't know if this is why taxes and money, like and poverty, is something that is coming through. I don't know. I'm almost getting a visual of the first pile and how they chose the tower and how that's connected to government and organizations and corporations and big entities. And that's why this is coming through. And I'm just being really transparent because I can't right now in this moment determine if this is lingering from the last pile that I just did, or if this is my intuition bringing it up right now. And I'm just always being fully transparent because I feel really responsible of the energy that I bring to this YouTube channel. But that's what you're manifesting, relief. And you also, for someone here, it's like the weight of like being, I don't want to say an adult, but like showing up and being mature, the weight of a truth, the weight of something that's just like heavy on the spirit, whatever that is. It could be grief. It could be transitions in your life, things ending, and the strength, the sheer weight of the emotion or the mind or the physical burden on the body. Yeah, strong. It's not missed on me that you have the strength card here. And I also saw, I was going to say 808. I saw 808 on the clock, but I was in the middle of my sentence. And then you have the bear here. It really talks about strength, like brutes. If there was one word to represent the bear card in the Lenormand deck, it would be strength. And that strength could feel, it just depends. It could be like, wow, this grief is unbearable. Like, I remember when I was going through Dark Night of the Soul, the pain in my heart would radiate from my heart chest into my arms, I would feel it coming into my fingers, because it was like grief was having a physical effect on me. Like, it was just a strong physical feeling. It wasn't like emotion. It just wasn't emotion. It had then transformed into physical pain. It was crazy. Yeah. Someone here, this could be generational curses, lineage, like a generational trauma, generational something that is burning out, being lifted up. Wow, how beautiful. Page of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords. This energy is about moving forward. Even though this card is reversed, to me it's representing your mind's head, your mind space. We're just like, how the heck am I going to navigate through this? How am I going to get through this? How can I get the light? Like, how can the light return? How can I find my spark again? For someone here, it's like, Jess, I don't think you understand. Like, someone saying this, I don't think you understand. Like, I haven't had the spark in my life in forever. Like, I don't think I'll ever get that spark back. And I'm telling you, this is what I'm seeing. Like, I see you returning to life. I see the creativity. I see the spark. I see the excitement, instead of, how am I going to get through this? Like, how am I going to tunnel my way out? How am I going to break through? How am I going to break even? And 9 of Cups is the wish fulfilled. And I know, because I'm the most skeptical person and the most spiritual. Why? Because, again, it's these moments where it just seems so impossible. And it made me the most skeptical person in forever to be a unwavering believer, because I seen it happen. I've seen it happen. It happened to me. It happened to others who have gone to the shrine, others who have, built themselves up and out. And I also want to tell you guys that the number 8 is really important here in this reading, because the amount of times that you could be bailed out by spirit or a situation is limitless. And do not feel bad for needing another moment to be forgiven, to be bailed out, to be freed from something, to have relief from something. Spirit wants to help. Spirit wants to be of service. And that leads me to my next thing. It's so funny. You guys are going to be like, Jess, what? So the other day, my dad, I probably shouldn't even say this. Not me creaking in this chair right now. The other day, my dad, the same guy I was telling you about, and I probably shouldn't be putting my business out there like this, or his, but he lives in England, right? And we all have a family Netflix account, but Netflix is cracking down. So Netflix, if you hear me right now, it's not me. This isn't us. This isn't our family. I'm talking about another family here. But we have but between you guys and I, it's our family. So my dad has, the Netflix account is under his name. And Netflix is cracking down on people sharing, passwords and stuff, which smart on them, but also what? Can't we have anything nice? Okay. So whenever I log in, or my sister, well, my dad right now lives in Germany. He just moved from England and went to Germany. My sister is in London right now, so close to London. Whenever my sister and I log in, because she's logging in from the UK, it'll be like, hey, you guys aren't a part of the household, so if you're temporarily watching, you have to put in this passcode or whatever. And I asked my sister first, because my sister and I are really, really close. I asked her, I was like, yo, can you help me with this? Like, how do I fix this? And she was like, I have to go through it too. I just sign in and use Dad's email. There's a reason why I'm telling you guys this, believe me. And so my dad, I guess my sister told my dad called me at one point through WhatsApp, FaceTime, whatever. And he was like, hey, she told me that you were looking for, the password. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, I don't want to be a bother or burden or whatever. I just feel like it's, I was just like excuse after excuse. And he said, you're not a burden. It's not a burden. It's not a bother. Like, at all. If there's anything that you need, I want you to be able to reach out to me. Or if there's anything that you want, reach out to me and ask. And it was such a simple thing to say, but sometimes how someone says something, it just sometimes feels layered, and maybe they didn't intend it to, but it was layered for you in that moment. And it just is so interesting that he said that, and then I'm telling you guys now about this pain that I had in my heart for the longest time with my relationship with him. And then for me to for us to be in this place where I'm just like, even a password, it's like, well, nothing is too big or too little for you to ask for. It's never going to be a burden for me. And I just feel like that response is kind of how Spirit is coming through to you now. That if there's something small, or if there's something often that you have to ask for, please do. Do not ever hold back and stunt yourself or stop yourself from asking for what you need, from the smallest detail to the largest detail, because we want to make sure that you are logged on and you can watch your TV shows. And I'm talking about Netflix here, but this could be anything. I love you guys so much. I'm giving you the biggest hug. We are all so human, and we are going through this together. You deserve happiness and joy, and the word levity is in the chat with us. And if you are someone who is not experiencing that lifting off your shoulders, that lifting off of your heart, do know that prayer does change things. Miracles do happen. And even if you're asking for a miracle, and even if you feel like you're not deserving, you are. And I want to challenge you to go to Spirit, go to the divine, go to your angels, your guides, your ancestors, and ask for miracles often. Ask for them often. And I love you. I love you. Okay? So that's the message for those of you guys that chose the second pile. Again, if this resonated and spoke to you, definitely check out BehatiLove Notes. I'm constantly pouring into our collective there. And we have a whole list of questions there that they are asking that I break down for them. So if you are a member of BehatiLove Notes, do know that I'm going to be shuffling and pulling for you guys next. And would love to see, our newbies, if there are newbies here, kind of joining our little circle there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Moving on to message 3. All right, my loves. Let me go ahead and just kind of clear this deck off real quick. What is this? What is being manifested here? Ooh, I love that. I'm starting to notice that those that choose the final pile, their energies are always seem to be so much more complex. Is it just here? Do you guys notice that? Oh my gosh. For someone here, wow. For someone here, you are manifesting an apology. That's number 1. I can literally hear it and feel it. Someone here, this is really interesting. It's like there's other things, so don't click out. But I just need to start off with this. It just seems like there's I don't know if you guys are doing evil eye work or something to remove evil eye, and then it is lifted off of you. If there's jealousy or something, someone here was really working on working their magic manifestation, and they were able to pull evil eye or jealousy, especially from a woman or feminine energy, off of you. So just know that was successful, or it's being successful. So keep going, and you're gonna have to keep clearing. For someone, what you're manifesting here it's giving options. It's also giving ease, softness. It's like a soft life, generosity, kindness. I'm seeing a trip. I don't know if someone's going to Tuscany, Italy, something Tuscan, very Tuscan energy, escape, vacation. Or if this is something that represents what you're manifesting. It's giving Tuscany. Oh my God, that's so interesting. Because I have an aunt whose dog was named Tuscany. Why? Because she went on this trip to Tuscany and changed her life. And then I think she adopted her dog shortly after, and she named the dog after. But it's so funny because the dog's right here. So interesting. Sorry, there's a little ant right here. I'm trying to dust him off. It's really giving Tuscany. Someone here, spiritual guidance, spiritual insight. And this is really, really important because it's going to spider out into all the different areas in your life. A lot. This is going to go here. This is going to pour into this cup. And this is going to go into this cup. All because your crown chakra opened up. Your heart chakra opened up. Interesting. What else am I seeing here? Don't be, I heard, engine fail. So interesting. But it's oh man. What you're manifesting is you're actually, you might have, how do I say this? When you set intention, you pray, and then all of a sudden things kind of fall apart, and you're whoa, that's not what I prayed for. But you kind of did. You don't even realize that you did it, because everything that is in your life that was cracked, broken, needs to get pulled off to replace, so that you can start working on replacing things that actually work and have better energy for you. So it just feels it's kind of spider webbing into all these different blessings, but it may come through as engine failings. Like that's how it's coming through. Like an engine may fail in your car, and then you bring it to the dealership and you feel inconvenienced, but somehow the dealership is like, listen, we haven't had a car sale in seven years or 4 years. So we're going to make you an offer you seriously cannot refuse. And it really is. And this car is an actual level up. And has like, and somehow the payment is like lower. Like it's because something breaks down and fails and you just kind of accepted it and you're just like, this is what it is. You get upgraded. Like it's just, everything is upgrading. What you're manifesting is the upgrade. You're like, everything in your life is being upgraded. Let me shuffle. From coffee, like the coffee machine, I don't know why that's coming through. Like a coffee machine to, yeah, oh my gosh, you have the death card. See? Love it. Oh my God, look, the garden, the wheel. This is the world card. Everything is being leveled up. Literally, that's so funny because the world card is the card of leveling up. Wow. Yeah, these are the things that have been not working for a long time, that have been stressing you out. 7 of Wands and the Hierophant reverse. It just is not, it wasn't working. Like it's things that don't work, and now everything is about to get upgraded. What you're manifesting is the great upgrade. Yep. Oh my God. Oh, look. Wow. 3 of Wands, and you have all these like tools. So 3 of Wands is the card of expectancy. It's the card of, I know something is better is coming for me. That's literally what it is. It's the upgrade. I know something better is on the horizon for me. You are manifesting the upgrade. You have leveled up. If this is a relationship that is ended, you are upgrading. If this is a car, like, you know, you're upgrading. If this is coffee, you've upgraded. Everything is an upgrade. You've manifested the upgrade. Yep. These are things that are going to itch a scratch. That's how I'm hearing it. Itch a scratch, not only in things that are efficient, but things that bring pleasure. So let's say 717 on the clock. Let's say how they're showing me is like a sports car, like a nice sports car. And even if you're a spiritual being, you can still enjoy the physical aspect of things, and like a good quality car that doesn't fail on you, but also it's fun to drive. There's something about just being upgraded. That's really what this is. I don't even know. I hate to keep this reading so short, but there's really nothing more. Let me see. It's the upgrade. The Moon card and the Page of Pentacles. The Moon card was reversed. So this honestly confirms what it is that I feel, that, you know, there's some things that were hindering you, holding you back, are not good. They just honestly were not good, but just were kind of stuck in your life and not going anywhere. This is why it needed to switch up. This is why it needed to change, because you didn't even realize how, sometimes you just don't even realize like how much better things could be. Then you have 6 of Wands here. Celebration, success, accomplishment, achievement. You don't even realize how better things could be until they're no longer in your life. And then they get upgraded. So that's a really short and sweet reading, but that's Spirit said, Spirit spoke. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you love this reading and it spoke life into you, definitely give this video a thumbs up, please. But also check out BehatiLove Notes, because in there I pour into our small collective there consistently, making sure that they are nourished and not underwatered spiritually, you know, throughout the week. So thank you guys so much for visiting my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here, allowing me to connect with your energy and channel for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one.